Greetings. Um, I'm hoping everybody is good. I'm good. Um, my topic is going to be my theory on where technology is going to bring us. Now, I'm a I like to play video games, you know, and when I'm sitting there, some, one time when I was sitting there playing a video game, I was starting to think, over the evolution of games, the graphics has been getting better, and it's to the point now where the game itself looks like TV. You know. Now there's a little play on the word game. The anagram of game is mage, it's spelled back. Just rearrange the letters there. And what does a mage do? Well, it pretty much manipulates what's already there in front of them and then changes it to their own will. So I would say that, like with a game, you are using somebody else's tools, somebody else's rules. As far as reality, with all, um, look up maritime law. That is the absolute law of the land, the seas. But we are under those conditions. It is a simulated reality. Now, when you get back to this technology right here, um, before we had our 4-bit games and all that, the regular computers and stuff. Well, back, old the original computers. Then they built up slowly. Well, they didn't slowly build up. Um, it just exploded, pretty much. Um, I'm not sure if you ever seen Lawnmower Man, but in the movie, the guy pretty much had this haptic suit where pretty much it senses, it gives and transmits electrical impulses to a computer. So when you have that haptic suit, other than when you're playing a game, you just have a remote control or joystick or whatever, and you're looking at a TV. Now you're pretty much inside. It's like a simulation. Another reality. The Google glasses are pretty much, I would believe, a precursor to that. Um, so what am I getting with this? In light of all of everything I said, everything I've said, okay, I think it's my opinion that technology has been priming us to a point where we will be constantly in a simulated reality. That is, everything that we are, everything that we do, even all our conversations and all our friends will be simulated. We will have our own universe or our own world. Then again, it won't be really our own world because, well, who created it? You know? Now, to close, if time is a cycle, which I believe it, then you hear of the Hopi Indians who say that they believe that we're in like fifth or sixth age. That is the fifth or sixth reset. And it is hush hush that if you go and research, you find archaeologists digging these artifacts. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but these artifacts that pretty much goes against our common belief of ancient people. That they indicate high sophistication, high technology. So when you go back to the cycle thing, the different ages, the different resets. Okay, and when you go talk about Lemuria and Atlantis, what if there was a big ass cataclysm, okay, that wiped everything out? You hear that about the Great Flood and the Tower of Babel and all that. And we now are rediscovering these technologies, okay? We are reverse engineering. Now, again, if time is a cycle, then there are people who are in the know. And if you go and research underground bunkers and all that, you will get, or maybe get what I'm going to. But if these people are in the know, okay, and maybe a comet hits, or I don't know, the Earth's gravity gets all screwed, and they hide, and everybody else just dies or bands into different tribes, like in old days. And after a couple of generations and all that, these people come out. They come out with all their knowledge because they saved it before. When you get to 4 or 5 generations, okay, you pretty much forgot, the word of mouth, the stories that the stories like telephone, the stories that will come from the first generation that happened, the cataclysm, to the 5th, will morph into myths and legends. So when these people come out with their knowledge and with their technology, it will look like magic. And we will call them gods. And then it's going to happen all over again. You know, I know I said something about closing. Oops. To pretty much repeat everything, you know, I think if all this shit is true, all right, then our technology is pushing us to the point where we become simulations ourselves. But there also will come to a point where, you know, everything has to be reset, or like some weird shit will happen. And, you know, then it's, who knows. All right, thanks for listening.